Let us talk about Enzo Maresca and how his tactical approach helped Chelsea to win this game. This was a difficult game. Chelsea faced a team that played another defensive style of football because it has been difficult for Chelsea to break opponents down. Chelsea started this game in 4-2-3-1. Here is Cucurella, Reece James, then Trevor Chalobah. What a baller. What a defender. He came back into the squad. Then in the middle with him, you can see Tosin performed incredibly well. In the middle, Enzo Maresca played Caicedo and Kenan Hall. Remember, Chelsea are missing Lavia and also missing Enzo Fernandez. Then number 10 was Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, Noni Madueke, and Nicholas Jackson. The opponent, Wolves, played 3-4-2-1. But we know in application, we know what they are going to play. Immediately the game started, Chelsea took the initiative to use Pedro Neto and Noni Madueke to run at these guys. Chelsea started being proactive. Noni was constantly running against this guy with Pedro Neto, and they've sensed danger. They started being afraid. Immediately, they reverted to back five. They sent these guys back immediately and changed their shape to immediately to start playing 5-4-1. If you watch in the first half, Chelsea had a lot of possession. Chelsea was creating chances. They didn't have much. Chelsea was, being proactive, going forward. Pedro Neto was constantly holding with this guy. When Enzo Maresca sensed their approach, he started bringing his tactical prowess to the team. First of all, what Enzo Maresca did is to push Kenan Hall forward. Push him forward, and then secondly, invert Cucurella in the middle to play together with Caicedo. Send Cole Palmer forward to occupy the left-hand space, and Nicholas Jackson as number 9. But in the first half, there was interchanging between Cole Palmer and Cucurella. When Cole Palmer drops, Cucurella is always coming also in the half space to be able to combine with Pedro Neto. And you see Cucurella always coming in this position. And then there was 1-2 with Pedro Neto. They always release each other for them to make the cross. And it was beautiful. Chelsea was playing like this, but there was no space in between the line. None Madueke had a few 1-2 with Kenan Hall for him to run into the space. Because why these guys played 5 at the back? They wanted to stop Chelsea from having opportunities in this pocket of space. They wanted to block this pocket of space and hit Chelsea on counter. Sometimes they even play up to 6 at the back. And Chelsea was able, laboring. And then Chelsea finally found opportunity from an unlikely scorer, Tosin, because there was a corner kick and Reece James was here to shoot the shot. The rebound fell to Tosin and he scored a wonderful goal, which was almost ruled out by VAR. But Chelsea finally got their goal. But then, after 30 minutes, because of the defensive style of football, Chelsea were trying and trying relentlessly, and they could not score. And something happened on the other end of the pitch from corner kick. There was, mismatch because their system is to push the goalkeeper back to cause confusion in the 18-yard box, and they scored from it. And after they scored, the game became frantic. It was difficult for Chelsea to exert control. But in the second half, Enzo Maresca did something that interests me. In the second half, what Enzo Maresca did is he dropped Cole Palmer in the middle. Not only push Cucurella forward, he asked Cucurella to be entering the 18-yard box, because in the first half, even when he goes forward, he was always combining with Pedro Neto and was not running, he asked him to go into 18-yard box to make sure that he's running into the 18-yard box. And Cole Palmer was now, coming deep. This will help Cole Palmer to see the whole vision. He was now passing the ball, creating chances. And whenever there's an opportunity, Cole Palmer will come here to help Chelsea to have that, 3-1-6 position so that Chelsea can be able to control the game. And whenever Chelsea lose position, you can see slowly that Cucurella will return back for them to form their back four, and then 4-2-3-1. But what Chelsea did in this game was interesting. When Cucurella was coming into this 18-yard box, Cole Palmer was dropping, and Chelsea have a good control, and sometimes Cole Palmer comes here. But why Chelsea scored that goal? Noni was constantly running with this guy, and Kenan Hall was coming to this position. There was this cross, and Kenan Hall flicked this ball. This guy was running inside the 18-yard box, Cucurella, which is the difference in this game. Why it is difficult to mark these kind of players that run into the 18-yard box? Because their starting position is always outside. It is easier for them to spin away from their marker. If you know the players like Lampard, he starts from the midfield and he goes into the 18-yard box and you can't mark him, because the attention of the defenders is on the stationed players inside their 18-yard box. Kenan Hall, then Nicholas Jackson, then Pedro Neto. But for the fact that this guy will start from outside and run into the 18-yard box, and this ball came to him, and he was able to score that goal. And that is incredible for the fact that the attention is on Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer is dropping outside the 18-yard box just to attract the attention to himself and for him to create the opportunity for players like Cucurella to score. That was incredible. And whenever I see people say that Enzo Maresca does not have tactics, Enzo Maresca is always switching things up. Just know that Chelsea are always facing teams teams that play defensive game, and it has never been easy for Chelsea. But Enzo Maresca is constantly looking for solution for him to be able to, exert control and for him to be able to exploit the opponent and for Chelsea to win games. And that was a masterclass for Enzo Maresca because immediately he dropped Cole Palmer. These guys, they didn't know what else to do. Who would they mark? How did they go about it? And Cole Palmer was constantly also coming in whenever there's an opportunity. And then Caicedo will play, lone four. And it was incredible. Trevor Chalobah was magnificent, always coming in this position again. Whenever there's a space, he's that aggressive. He doesn't stay deep to allow this space. He's always covering this space, and James is always coming here, leaving them to compress up. Then Tosin is in the middle, controlling things. Chelsea played very well. Credit to Chalobah, credit to James, credit to Tosin. Caicedo was incredible. Noni had a fake game. Pedro Neto was not the best game for him. Cucurella was playing. It was not easy for him to go forward and come back. When Chelsea are not defending, you see him come back to form the back four. Then Kenan Dewsbury-Hall, for him to go forward and return in the midfield also to help. That was magnificent. Only players that can do this is players that have energy, and this guy have that energy for him to do that and come back. Remember, he has not played for a long time and it was magnificent. Nicholas Jackson, his charging helped Chelsea in this game. Cole Palmer was able to control things, from outside the spot, and it was incredible. Chelsea played very well, and this is exactly what happened in the game. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and let's go.